Hey everyone, welcome back to a new Tim's Favorite Episodes, and I'm going to give you another favorite episode of mine, and that is All Due Respect from The Sopranos, Season 5, Episode 13. This is it's my favorite episode of the entire series. And I want to get back to different ones like Sentimental Education, The Wait, and another one I really thought was really something worth checking out is in Camelot. I chose this one though because it has the most. I don't know. There's something with this episode that I always found has the most. I can't even explain it. It's got something to it that I just love. It plays Glad Tidings by Van Morrison 3 times, which is a good thing. And it's basically Tony he's literally, he doesn't know if he wants to kill Tony B or not. And all these things happening, Phil goes to Christopher's mother's house, basically, assaults her with saying what he's going to, he wants to know where Chris is, attacks Benny. Hell, Vito and Bobby and are all Eugene, which is weird because most of them, they're all talking about maybe we should do something to Tony. And then what happens in next season? Like David Chase. There was something with David Chase that I really like. Killing off specific characters that I'm not going to mention that you could have done something with, but I really liked how he like kind of like did that. I really enjoyed the amount of because where they shoot a lot of scenes is where we're actually from, our families. Certain areas. I always enjoyed that. I also enjoy that learning this was originally going to be the series finale and HBO begging him to, talking to him about doing one last season, which you could have just had those two. You could have just had like one full season. You didn't need to do that 6A, 6B shit. You could have just waited and do what yeah. Steve Buscemi, in my opinion, was a really good part of this because he, next to him and Christopher are always neck and neck with my favorite characters. It's hard to do a top 10 favorite character video because I know who all my others are. I don't know, like it's got to be between Tony B, Christopher, and Michael of course did a wonderful job as Christopher as always. All these different things happening. Steve Buscemi, believe it or not, I think I heard from like an interview, he wanted to originally direct this episode. And he, which was ended up being directed by the late and great John Patterson, who I think his like last 2 credits was for, his last credit was for the really good show Carnival, which I'm going to get to one of these days. But yeah, Steve Buscemi originally wanted to direct this, And what I learned from Drea, the one that plays Adriana, Tony B wasn't going to get killed in this season. He was gonna something was gonna happen, but and it's this episode is a specific is something is a reason why I just it I could see something and you know like I could see it end perfectly like this. You know, you didn't need to worry about Christopher getting killed. You didn't or whacked whatever. You didn't need to worry about Bobby dying. Like in some other ways, I kind of would like that, but then we wouldn't have Soprano home movies, which is one of my favorite episodes, or Blue Comet, which I do gotta say is a brilliant episode, even though it happens. But I always look at in two sides of the coin. But check this one out.